Hi, and welcome back to our third edition of Lunch with Gina. I just did a previous recording. I crashed and burned. I'm doing it over. But today I'm really excited about the tip, and it is expecting educational excellence. Yesterday we talked about taking inventory of our own educational experiences. And then on the first day we talked about vision. What is our vision for our families? But today it is expecting educational excellence, and it's all in honor of the RISE Roadmap to Independent School Success and Beyond's launch on October 4th at Sarah Lawrence College at the RISE Boutique Recruitment event. So we're going to have phenomenal schools there to meet families of color interested in independent schools, but we're also going to be launching the book. And the first installment of the book is how this unique educational journey can benefit families of color. So in the book, at the end, and we're highlighting it now with our tips, we pose questions to figure out if independent school education is a good choice for your family. And the third tip that we're talking about, again, is educational excellence and expecting that. So the question that we do ask in the book is, when you think about educating your child or children, what do you want for them? And what do you expect from them? So I wrote my own list, and I encourage you to write a list as well. That's going to help you figure out if this all makes sense for you. Okay, so the first one on my list is academic challenge, academic rigor. That is what I expect for them through an educational experience. I want them to be challenged, not only to go wide, but to go deep. Personally, I scaffold that question of why is a good question in my household. And I ask that in an effort to have my children think deeply, and I expect that the school is going to do that too. And what do I expect from them? I expect that they're going to rise to that occasion, that they're going to take a moment, they're going to think about it, and then reflect on it and be able to give some depth of knowledge around any subject matter or idea or a question. So the first one on my list is academic rigor and challenge. The second one on my list for educational excellence is developmental support. That's what I expect for them. I expect that this educational experience will provide them with some character development, some self-development. Character development is a big buzz term and is used a lot in independent school education. And so it's not only just being smart, but how to be smart. And things that are important with regards to character traits are grit. Do our children have grit? Are they optimistic? Are they curious? And do they have self-control? So these are the things that I expect an educational experience and environment will provide for my children. And again, I expect them to step up to the occasion and practice self-control and practice grit and to be resilient and to be curious. Third on the list is physical education. I think phys ed is very important. It's part of an independent school experience. It's not a question of whether you're going to have gym or not. You're going to have it. And then there's also sports teams as well. And I think the idea of being able to work together on a team is a very important part of the educational expectations for my children. And I expect them to join a sport and learn what it's like to work together as a team towards a particular goal. I guess the very last thing is that I expect them to remain healthy physically in addition to socially, emotionally, and academically. So physical education is third on my list. Fourth on my list is arts, the arts. I expect that to be part of education, and that turns into some excellence for me. Exposure to the arts on the stage, to the arts making, art projects, painting, sketching, sculpting, coming up with all sorts of ideas to be creative, different ways to be creative is very important to me on the list for academic excellence, educational excellence. And I think the last thing on my list, but not the least, is a robust college acceptance rate. I expect that excellence in education for me is going to provide my children with great opportunities to apply to great schools and gain acceptance. And I expect for my children to work towards that. I expect them to do everything that they need to do with the resources that an academic environment that has excellence can provide for them to take advantage of that. So that's fifth on my list. These things are really important as you consider an independent school education. And this guidebook, we're really excited about it because it should open up opportunities for families to get more information that they need to make the decision about independent school education. And again, we're going to be doing that on October 4th. At Sarah Lawrence College at the Rise Boutique recruitment event. So if you haven't registered for the event, please do so. We look forward to seeing you. And we hope that these tips, particularly the one today around educational excellence, those 3 E's are getting me, works for you and helps you on your journey. And we thank you, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, where we're going to have a special guest with us. So please stop back and sit with us for lunch. Thank you so much. Have a great day.